Hey everyone, this week I've been in the studio writing new songs and recording new music for my upcoming EP. My music is really rooted in acoustic, folk genre, like guitar driven songs, and I also really like pop and rock and electronica, and so I wanted to explain a little bit more about my musical influences and people who I find inspirational in music right now. I also want to talk about some bands and solo artists that I used to listen to when I was younger that have really shaped and influenced the kind of songwriting style that I have and the type of music that I like to put out now. So one song that instantly pops into mind when I'm talking about my musical influences is Babylon by David Gray. I think he's an incredible songwriter first and foremost, but I really love this song, especially for driving to. I love how he's written the vocal melody in a very relaxed way and the lyrics are so explicitly emotional. Another thing that I really like about that song is how beautiful the guitar riff is. It's one of those guitar riffs that feels addictive, you're just waiting for it to go around again, and that's I guess why it feels like such a great driving song. Scar by Missy Higgins is one of the first songs that I ever truly learnt to play guitar and sing simultaneously. I think from that song I really learnt that the lyrics of a song are very important in sort of hooking you in. I felt very emotionally involved every time I listened to that song, and that's something that's definitely sort of come through when I'm writing right now. I always think, how can I express this emotion? I really love folk music, and especially albums like The Comfort of Strangers by Beth Orton. I thought that was just amazing. I've listened to that more times than I could possibly count. And everything from Ray LaMontagne. I absolutely love Trouble. That's got to be up there as one of my favourite songs of all time. It's definitely those beautifully complex lyrics from folk music and the guitar-led music that really draws me in. Imogen Heap and Ellie Goulding had a huge influence on me. Started listening to them when I was around 18 or 19. I think I'd just started going to university, and I just found that the sounds were very interesting and a lot different to the sort of stuff that I'd been listening to in the past, which was very sort of straight down the line folk or soft pop, So I found that music really interesting, and it still had the emotional lyrics that I'd initially tied to folk music. So I really got into that, and I've been to see Ellie Goulding a couple of times and she was absolutely fantastic. I went to see Imogen Heap performing live in Leeds, and it was incredible, and it was one of those gigs where I was looking on the stage and I was like, how is she making these sounds, and how can I make these sounds and develop my folk music into something a little bit more interesting like this? And that was definitely something that was a turning point from just being acoustic for me. It was a really, really great gig actually. She's a fantastic performer and her vocals are just, there's no one that sings like Imogen Heap. She's very interesting as a musician to me. I think if you ask any musical artist that has some vague connection to pop or write songs that could be seen as pop, they would say that one of their inspirations is probably Michael Jackson. I actually saw a documentary not so long ago about how Michael Jackson recorded his songs and the vocal melody and all the other instruments with his vocal, and I found that so liberating because I'm one of these people that will be on a train, or for example, I'll wake up and have an idea about a melody and I'll record it in my phone, and I assume that that is an idea for a vocal line, but since watching that documentary, it's really made me be able to write sort of guitar riffs with my vocal and then go into the studio and record those guitar riffs from what I've recorded as a vocal line. It's really sort of made me think more outside the box, and I found that documentary really fascinating. Jessie Ware is someone who I feel like is really influencing my music right now. The sort of contrast between her fragile falsetto and the strong drum beats and electronica sounding synths is very interesting to listen to, and it's something that I am really into right now. So they are just some of the artists and songs that I feel like have really influenced the kind of music that I like to write and put out today. Please let me know in the comment section below what music you really love listening to, and if you know of any new artists or new songs that you think that I should be listening to, then definitely let me know and I will check them out.